or has he not even
No,
offered any type of
no, and you wouldn't
response?
expect him to. The website that I showed him, there's an organization called PERC, PERC. I forget what the acronym stands for, but what they do is they look for free market solutions to maintaining environmentally sustainable products, environments, things like that. If you go to their website, perk.org, they have just numerous cases. They're all a page or two for description of cases where people have implemented things. They've gone in and helped people implement things where there's no force, no government coercion, none of that. And yet they maintain stable, clean, healthy environments for all the people involved. And it's all completely voluntary. There's no force. And that's our big thing. The group isn't, I wouldn't classify our group as a conservative student group. We're very libertarian. We have some objectivists, classical liberals, people like that. So our big thing is opposing force as a means to do good. So this website offers some good alternatives, and I offered it to him, and I thought it would be a good idea to include something like that in the curriculum, because from what I've heard, like I said, it's very one-sided, the class that he teaches.
Along those lines, Dr. Green also stated to you that he wishes students who share opposing beliefs to his own, that they should be willing to make their arguments to him in front of the class in his colloquium class as to create some type of discussion. Do you believe students feel comfortable enough that they can do something like this in a classroom under such liberal bias?
Well, I certainly do. That's one of my main motivations for attending any of the classes that I'm currently enrolled in. Is I generally, with the exception of one class, disagree with the professors on the issues and argue in and make my case. So that's my main motivation. But as far as others being able to do that, I don't know. I couldn't speak for them, but in my experience, people that are maybe not as informed on the issues, or maybe they just feel a little more shy, things like that, they're definitely afraid to speak up. I heard of a professor yesterday, the day before, who got mad that a class wasn't actively participating to his standards, and he stormed out the class early. And everyone just left. So it's just little immature things like that. I'm all for free discussion, for open discussion. I mean, that's what we should be doing. But if people seem very petty and they can't handle that, so I don't know. Other students might feel nervous bringing things up, but at the same time, they're taking the class to learn about the subject. But the course only teaches one method to reaching the goal that they desire. I don't think anybody's opposed to having a clean environment. I think the difference comes in, should the method be government doing something about it? Should the method be private sector doing something about it? The difference is in the methods. So the course realistically should cover multiple ideas for solving the problem versus one idea. So students kind of go into the class and they haven't learned anything about the subject. The only way that they would offer a different view is if they did extensive background research on their own, which I don't know many who do.
Well, along that line as well, Dr. Green, in one of his emails, said to you that many of the student views at Florida Gulf Coast University are fundamentalist and right-wing with little to no scientific backing. Do you agree with this?
As compared to what? As compared to other college campuses, is the view here slightly more conservative? Maybe. Just the area filled with generally older residents, a lot of senior citizens that tend to be more conservative. So it kind of flows that the area in and of itself is traditionally more conservative, if you want to call it that. But as far as no scientific backing, I mean, again, he's just seems like he's ranting and rambling on something that is kind of a moot point,
Yeah.
The fact that he turns it into an ideological battle versus discussion and discovery is very off-putting.
Yeah. All right. You ended one of your emails saying, "The university does not educate me. It offers opportunities for me to educate myself. The former is, in my opinion, a less evil form of indoctrination." What do you mean by this?
Yeah, I mean exactly what it's...
Okay, well, here's my last question for you. What do you take from this experience, and what advice do you suggest for other students on campus to speak up for their beliefs, even in the face of fury?
Well, it's certainly not over. I've got another interview in half an hour. But what I take from it so far is just the mentality that he had to think that he first could accuse me of something, then say, well, maybe you are in violation. To have not seen the content of the material that the club was presenting and then condemn the content at the same time. It's just... I never thought that. I know I disagreed with a lot of professors, but really until this semester, I didn't realize that some of them, and in his case, seems very childish, that he would try to intimidate a student out of expressing an idea or an opinion simply because he disagreed with it. I can debate any professor, and I will, who disagrees with me, and most of them do, as you might imagine, but his methodology, I don't care for at all. It's a little disheartening, but at the same time, I guess I've grown to expect it. But for other students, even ones that I wouldn't agree with, I'm not going to, try to prevent you from speaking up. I think if you honestly believe in something, you should put your ideas out there, because if you honestly believe in it, you can honestly defend it against any sort of opposition. If you can't honestly defend it, then you probably haven't researched it enough, and you should check into seeing whether or not you truly believe what you believe. Well, I guess that's about it. Just understand your position, understand the opposing position, and put them out there, advertise them. Can't get hurt by doing it. The worst you can do is find out either that you're absolutely right and reaffirm what you believe, or find out, hey, maybe there's a better idea out there for me.
Oh, that's a good ending to it all. Well, thank you so much for your time, and keep us updated, and we will definitely follow up with you. Make sure everything is going well for your case, and we wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon. Bye.